Okay, I decided to make another video going over the strategy that I use, that I'm going to use to start a new account from scratch and build it up to $10,000 so then my signal service will be initiated. This is going to be the strategy I'm going to use throughout the signal service also, and this is the strategy that I use now to profit from. I'm going to show you how to set it up, and I'm going to show you what indicators pretty much to use that I use in this strategy. It works for me, it doesn't work for, it can work for anybody. It works for me, whatever works for you works for you. If this works for you, then use it. If it doesn't, then try something else. I also use price action, you know, I use a lot of things, but this mostly is what I use. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Entry point would be, I trade GBP/JPY mostly, so last night I entered on an entry of right here. I'd say about right there. I held it until this point, so I got about 88, 90 pips out of it, and I exited. Now that's conservative. Now you could enter and hold it down so you get about 150 pips on the go, and then you're done trading for the day or the night or whatever until the next day. 150 pips, that's good for me. 80 pips is good for me for the day. It depends what your lot size is. Now, what I go by is when these wrinkle bars either, let's make this a little smaller so you guys can see it. When the wrinkle bars either touch this line of the channel or this top red line of the channel, and vice versa, the bottom green or the very most bottom green line of the channel. And more than likely when it touches either 4 of these channels, it's going to bounce back to the other side, like so and like so. Now it's going to either stop there or it's going to go up to this top channel here, another 150, 140 pips or whatnot. Now the yellow line, that's just a midpoint indicator. You can stop, take profit at that yellow line if you want to, or you can, if you're super confident about your position, you can just let it keep riding. Now this indicator is a Renko signal AM. You can go ahead and make a buy or sell position depending on which way the lines cross. Now this would be your main indication to go for a buy. Vice versa, this red dot for a sell. This is a histogram. You can use it for divergence on a regular chart, but not so much on a wrinkle chart. Maybe on a wrinkle chart, but I don't really use it for wrinkle charting. Divergence charting on the wrinkle charts. I mainly use it when the color bars turn. Let me go ahead and fix that. Oh, I gotta go up here then. It's not clicking. Go ahead and change that, make a line in the middle there. I like to add a middle zero line. Alright. Now, I go when the green turns to red. At the same time, as you can see, you get a signal here, and you get a signal here on either one of these bars, these lines for the wrinkle bars. And same here, this is my tricks. I just go when the lines cross, basically. This is momentum. This is momentum. This is a wrinkle indicator. And these here are pretty much momentum also. So this is a momentum strategy, or a swing strategy, whatever you want to call it. Now you just go when the cross, and you can turn these on and off. False to true for the signals if you want that to pop up. There's going to be a little box here. It's going to tell you when to go. Same with this. It's going to be a box that pops up that tells you when to go. But I don't use that because it just gets in my way. So I'm going to turn that back off. Some of them I do, some I don't. Same thing with this. Now here, the Renko signal AM is not in here. because sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, depending on the pair that I'm using at the time. And this is just an envelope right here. You can take that off or you can take it on. It doesn't really matter. Dark gray to none if you want to turn it off. Vice versa. I like more gray. Where's the gray at? Or you can put it back on if you want to. It doesn't really matter. You don't really need it. You can use it for another indication. And same thing with this. Bars turn from green to red. You got an arrow and a cross. Your envelope cross over the center line. And guess what? It touched the top band. And also it touched the second top band. So you can go from here down or you can go from here down if you want to be a bit more conservative. But either way, from here, let's go ahead and mark on the chart. Let's go ahead and put these on there for you. What it got out there. What it got in there. Okay. Let's say there. Just to be safe. Alright. And look at that. Let's round it off. You just caught 300 pips. Ladies and gentlemen, you just caught 300 pips on one move. The power of Renko. Let's try it again. Now, sometimes price doesn't necessarily hit the top band or this band, but if it goes over the second most band, it's more than likely to go back down. Okay? Just letting you know. Okay. And if you want to get in for another buy, if you're being greedy, go for it. If not, then don't. I can't tell you what to trade or how to trade. Well, you can tell yourself that. For the extra greedy people, you can go ahead and get up on this. You caught 230 more pips. Okay? That's 500 pips. If you're not done trading by then, you don't need to be trading anymore in life. If you want to just keep going up and down and up and down until you get into this here choppy section here, you know what I mean? If you want to keep going until you get into that chop, I'll show you what this chop is. Put a rectangle up there. Now, if you want to keep going until you get into that chop, you deserve to blow your account. Okay? Because that's all it is chop right there. Okay? It's chop. Okay? That's chop. That's chop. That's chop. Do not trade out of session times. Okay? If it's not time to trade that session, if you're on USD CAD at 5 in the afternoon, 7 at night, you're going to run into chop. Okay? Stick to USD CAD in the morning, GBP JPY at nighttime. Same with NZD USD. It's an optimal time to trade every pair. And that's pretty much how I trade. That's how I profit. Don't trade out of session. You will run into chop, and this strategy will not work for you. Now, if you want to know how to set up the template, let me go ahead and show you. I don't really use this. I might start using US, you know what I'm saying, USD, Singapore dollar. I might start doing Singapore dollar. Or plain Jane template. Alright, now this is how you set up. You want to go to month, make sure it's all the way back so your wrinkle bars can load all the way. Alright, pop that triangle out so you can scroll back. Okay, you pretty much just hold your up arrow key on your keyboard, go all the way back to the beginning history. back to the minute. I'm gonna open up this star folder navigator window. Wrinkle bars. Hit it, drag it. I don't like 25. I like my bars to be 10 pip bars. Okay, it's gonna say 10 at first, then it might change to 100 or it might stay 10. Right now it's gonna stay at 10 because the market is closed. It's not active. Now if it was open, this would change from 10 to 100, but it would still be the value of 10. Don't worry about that. You want to exit this out. Now you want to open a new window, offline. Same pair, offline, but you want it to say M2. Just give my computer a minute. Alright. Right here. USD SGD M2. I'm going to open that up. You want to just go ahead and label it like you're using a regular candle chart. But you're not. Wait, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I was just doing. I'm sorry. Bull, bear. Alright. Just to make it easier, I'm going to do that. And if you need reference, just go back to your other charts. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So I already know what's on there. And this is the tedious part, is putting all your indicators on there. But where are they? Come out. You can change all the colors later, it doesn't really matter right now. This is the window that pops up when you go for a signal. Okay? You can either take it or leave it, doesn't matter. As you can see, it gave you signals for GBP JPY. Exit, sell, NZD USD, exit, sell. It gives you entry and exits. Tricks, Brinko, it's all good. Okay. Put your histogram on there. Where we at? Okay, there we go. I just might, depending, let me see. Okay, there we go, we're good. What else we got on there? Okay. One, two, three. And you want to put these on there. Alright. Now that's how it looks prior to messing with it or whatnot. Now if you leave them at default, you will get some false signals. As you can see here, telling you to go for a rise. The tricks is, let's see, right there, telling you to go for a rise. I mean, you would have caught 30 pips, 40 pips or so, but you're not going to get the maximum, you know. These two indicators are lined up properly. 90 pips, you know, good for a go, but you got to play with these settings down here. Turn this yellow to green, turn this middle to yellow, this bottom to green, and you're good for a go. And that's the system that I use.